Hi, I'm Evan Allen, Lead Product Specialist for Izotope Inc., and we are here at NAB 2016, and we're checking out RX5. So RX5 is the latest generation of our audio repair and enhancement suite. We've also launched the RX plugin pack, which is sort of an entry level into the world of RX and the world of audio repair. So some new tools in RX5 here. A lot of workflow improvements. So one of those being a new tool called Module Chain, and this is in a sense sort of a macro preset. And what we can do is, if you're dealing with audio that typically has the same kind of problems, like, you know, you've got your location dialogue, it was all shot with the same microphone, same location, it's all generally going to have the same kind of problems. So Module Chain allows you to add in several different processes and hit process, and it's going to go ahead and run through all of these different processes. So that way you're ultimately going to have your really good starting off point from, you know, leveling to removing clicks to plosives to mic bumps. Now, one of the things that I just mentioned was something called Deplosive, and that is a brand new module within RX5 Advanced. So Deplosive is a tool specifically geared for, as the name would suggest, removing plosives from a recording, so any kind of like P's and B's. It is entirely automatic. It seeks out plosives and interpolates them to remove them. You'll see it is a very simple interface. Basically, we're controlling how sensitive is it looking. Is it just going for, you know, the really loud ones, or do we want to get the quiet ones as well? How far do we want to attenuate them? And then what's the highest frequency we're allowing it to interpolate? So as an example, I've pulled up here about a 9-minute audio file, which would take quite a while to manually repair using, typically you'd be using spectral repair for that. So with Deplosive, if I hit process, we'll see for a 9-minute video, it's taking about 15 seconds to go through and remove all these plosives. And again, it's using interpolation, so instead of just using something like a steep notch filter, it's doing this in a very transparent manner, and in a way that's not actually going to change the actual sound of the voice. So it's a huge time saver there. Now, one of our new features as well on the kind of the workflow front there is something called Instant Process. And what that does is essentially, as soon as you let go of the mouse, or in this case a trackpad, it's going to go ahead and automatically process based on the selection you've made. So if I pull up a different file here, so here we're dealing with the issue of birds. This is birds in a dialogue recording, and we can visually see, like, there's a bird over here, a bird here. Well, I mean, they're all the same bird, but different bird chirps. So what Instant Process does is I can go through with my paintbrush tool, simply grab them, and as soon as I let go of this mouse, it has instantly removed them from that recording. So in terms of just workflow, super easy, super quick to just go through and process out multiple problems. It's very effective as well with declick. If you're dealing with a lot of dialogue clicks, this is really easy to go through to make sure you're not getting rid of anything important, but at the same time, you don't have to select your settings, select it, hit process, and keep moving. So aside from that, two other additions we've added in. So in the leveler module, which is for automatic leveling and dialogue smoothing, we have brand new DSP under the hood, one of the goals of which, so we've added in some de-essing functionality and breath control to control the level of inhales and exhales. And we've also added an audio suite control for our ambience match tool, which is the tool that we use to kind of synthesize room tone and ambience from an existing track. So a bunch of new processing, new tools within RX5. And then, as I had mentioned, for people who are really getting started into the world of RX and the world of audio repair, we're excited to announce the RX plugin pack, which is just $129 and includes so dialogue denoise, dehum, declick, and declip. So the plugins function right within any DAW or NLE, so it's a really easy way to get into that. And then to follow that up, we have our new RX Cookbook, which is a completely free section of our website that's all based on just education. You can look up the exact problem you have, you're going to find the best way to clean it up, whether you're using RX5, whether you're using the plugin pack. So a bunch of new stuff here at NAB.